Hi guys, hope you are all well. Today's Q&A is going to help us clarify a concern that may be in the minds of many. Every now and then, I get a comment about MedBeds and quantum technologies being satanic or evil. And with what we have learned, it's understandable that people are apprehensive and don't know what to believe. This particular comment doesn't go that far, but it does bring up a distinction that is important for people to understand. The comment is in response to Q&A video number 33 about whether we are ready for advanced technology. Don't forget to share this video with your friends. The algorithms show the video to more people when you like the videos, so that helps a lot. Our subscriptions are through the roof, and I am so thankful. Don't forget to ring the bell so you are notified of new videos that I upload, and purchasing products you might like, or leaving a small super thanks helps me stay independent from the corporate sponsors. Now let's check this important concern out by @dferrantijfr.
We are all susceptible to this sitting in front of a computer. It's very, very destructive to humans.
This comparison of bioenergy or frill to EMF dangers hinges on a misunderstanding. Bioenergy, like prana or chi, is a subtle natural force tied to life processes. It might have faint electromagnetic traces, but its orders of magnitude are weaker and fundamentally different from the artificial, high-intensity EMF from devices like cell towers. Claims of EMF harm are valid and stem from measurable power and frequency, not the holistic, low-level essence of bioenergy. I did a video on the dangers of various EMF devices and how far we should be from our home router, cell towers, and more. I'll link this video at the end. Bioenergy or frill is the vital energy or life force permeating all existence, both animate and inanimate. It's not just in living beings, but in the air, sun, food, and even inanimate objects. We are surrounded by it as this energy sustains the cosmos. Texts like the Upanishads and Yoga Sutras describe prana as the essence behind breath, movement, and consciousness, linking the physical and spiritual. It isn't man-made. It is inherent, omnipresent, and cyclical. It flows through nadis or energy channels in the body and is cultivated via numerous breath control practices. Prana, chi, and numerous other expressions of bioelectricity or subtle energy fields transcend physical measurement. Think about that for a second. This energy transcends physical measurement. Pretty wild, huh? The energy used in MedBeds and other quantum technologies is not generated. It is the intrinsic baseline of vitality. It cannot be created and it cannot be destroyed. On the other hand, electromagnetic fields from wireless devices, power lines, and equipment are entirely man-made, produced by human technology since the late 19th century. They're oscillations of electric and magnetic forces, engineered for practical use. You are thinking more like radio waves or extremely low-frequency fields, ELF, which are alternating current, AC fields. So let me spend a moment to compare the two types of power or electricity. I will use the term bioenergy, but it should be understood that I am referring to all names that encompassed the subtle universal force. First, let's look at the source. Bioenergy arises from living systems such as humans, animals, plants, and is often tied to breath, movement, or intent. EMF is generated by artificial sources with the use of electric currents, antennas, or circuits, and is designed for communication, power, or function. Next is the nature of each of these energies. Bioenergy is often described as subtle, holistic, or scalar-like, which is non-directional. It may include electromagnetic aspects, but isn't limited to them. Many traditions suggest a non-physical or quantum component. EMF is explicitly electromagnetic and vector-based, which means it has direction and magnitude. EMF is measurable in volts and follows Maxwell's equations. Next, let's look at how they interact with man and nature. Bioenergy harmonizes or regulates life processes such as healing and acupuncture. Device EMF physically interacts with matter. It can heat tissue via thermal effects. It can induce currents or interfere with electronics. The health impacts raise great concerns about specific absorption rates and cell disruption. Lastly, let's look at the purpose of each. Bioenergy is seen as intrinsic to life. It has been cultivated for eons for well-being and spiritual growth in practices such as Tai Chi and meditation. Device EMF is engineered for uses such as data transmission and power delivery. It is not tied to vitality or consciousness, as we have learned from the sad days of treating mental illness with ECT or electroconvulsive therapy. This type of energy doesn't heal us. It hurts us. So it's always a concern. I saw a healing watch that played solfeggio frequencies and questioned the value of something that used EMF to deliver healing frequencies. You should too. In summary, the power that is used in extraterrestrial technologies such as MedBeds is known by many names: Chi, Mana, Prana, Life Force, Bioenergy, Chi, Orgone, Soul, Frill, Kundalini, Holy Spirit, and many others. Everything has this energy. In rocks, it's more subtle. In humans, it is more vibrant. EMF, however, is absent in the universe until we sparked it into being. While bioenergy supports life without evidence of harm, EMFs have well-documented risks, which reflects its foreignness to our evolutionary context. One's a whisper of the cosmos, the other's a shout of our making, sometimes too loud for our own good. So the future of technology is one of alignment with man, rather than discord or disorder. Humanity stands at a crossroads where science, spirituality, and ancient wisdom are converging to reveal a deeper truth. Everything is energy, and we are intrinsically connected to the subtle forces of the universe. For too long, we have focused solely on the material world, neglecting the unseen energies that shape our well-being, consciousness, and the fabric of reality itself. It is time for mankind to awaken to this profound connection, to align with the natural flow of life force, whether we call it Chi, Prana, or the universal current. By tuning into these subtle energies, we can cultivate greater harmony within ourselves, our relationships, and the planet. Through mindfulness, meditation, and an open heart, we can restore balance, enhance intuition, and step into a more enlightened way of living. The universe is always speaking. Now is the time to listen.